I thought it's March 31st. I thought I was getting better, and I'm really not. Um, I was trying to do things for myself, to become more organized and to simplify my life uh, and start just basically clean up the areas that I live in because they were just nasty. I mean, like unsanitary nasty. And I was cleaning up my bathroom, which you almost couldn't walk in, and trying to get everything organized, and it would make me feel better to do that, and and it was part of me thinking I was feeling that I was doing better, and so I was going through the drawers of the bathroom, uh, little shelving unit I have, and there's this little basket. It's this little tiny basket, but like this, and I have various um, pieces of jewelry and things like that I've collected over the years, and and I thought, I'm going to start wearing jewelry and things like that again, and when I got into that drawer in rapid succession, the first thing I found was that had been kind of buried under stuff was my mother's hairbrush. And it still had little gray hairs on it from her precious, precious head. I mean, she was everything. And she died in June, years ago. And I'm still missing her every day. We were very, very close. And another reason I was trying really hard to get myself organized and have a better space for myself is this March. I thought I'd made it all the way through. Been a little down, but I thought I'd made it. But that's when my marriage ended. Not officially, but that's when he asked, and I came across a little pendant that he bought. Well, first I came across a little brushed brass heart that my mother had given me to celebrate our engagement, and then right after that, I came across a little diamond pendant that Michael had bought that Michael bought me. Um, very early on in the marriage, and then the very next thing I found was, and it's so cute. It's a little rhinestone pendant with the Mickey Mouse, the two ears and the head, and he had bought that for me when the family went to Disney World and to celebrate his 30th birthday. And haven't come across the earrings yet because I stopped looking. I just couldn't stand it anymore. um, Back then, the whole family, I had this family who loved me, and now I don't. And it really hurts because I love them, and it's not ever going to be returned. I mean, they despise me now, and I miss them. And I really miss Michael. I'm looking at a little... Over there's a little stuffed bat that he got me. Because he knows how much I love bats. The animal, not the baseball bats. And I just immediately went into this tailspin that's just continuing to go down. And I don't know how far down it's gonna go. But I still love him, and even after a year, you would think that I would be not over it, but not so raw. And I just feel so raw, And I've been keeping this video journal to show my recovery from all this, and how I would get better through volunteering for random acts, and getting out more, and trying to do things for me to make me feel less alone, and try to fill this void. It's such a cliche, but it's not gonna happen. And right now it feels like I'm not gonna get better ever. And in June, when our divorce became final, it's also the month my mom died. And I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I just don't know. I still don't even know why I'm divorced. I mean, I have some ideas. I mean, there's things that I fucked up. Obviously, I fucked up a lot. But he didn't love me. He said he hadn't loved me for 10 years. And I feel like those years are just wasted. And I told him that, and he was upset by that, And I can understand. But they were wasted. I'm sorry, but it was a waste. This whole marriage was a waste. Because here I sit, completely broken. Like, there's just nothing left of me. And if he didn't love me for 10 years, then we only had 3 years. And it's my fault. I mean, I fucked up. I just couldn't get over... I couldn't get over the fact that I'm defective. I can't have children. And me being adopted, and both my parents being gone, it was very much, it was traumatic. And yes, in hindsight, as sick as we were and are, we would not have been good parents. But it still hurts. And growing up, it was actually my biggest fear. So when it was realized, it just tore me apart. And for a long time, I couldn't even be near children. People thought I hated them, but it was that I wanted to steal them. I wanted to make them mine. It just hurt. It hurt so much. And people were so wonderful. And, many times we were asked to be godparents. And I couldn't let it go. And that's part of why he says he had enough. It's funny, I'd kind of, I don't know what's the word, but accepted it. And it was too late. But the thing about being adopted, being an only child, and my parents being gone, and the rest of my family, my adoptive family, is pretty absent. I think they've kind of written me off. Because I'm not really a member of that family, you know. And Michael was kind of my tether to the world. And that's very selfish. But when he left, it was like, why am I even here? I have nothing, you know, I'm not attached to anything. Which is a pretty Buddhist perspective, so I guess I should be appreciative. I'm not attached to anything, anyone. But for some reason, I'm not getting over this either. I mean, I just am not. And like I said, I don't really know why I'm divorced. I have an inkling. That's it. And how am I supposed to live with that? And I can't call him, I can't ask him, because I know he won't tell me. He'll give me inklings, you know, like I haven't loved you in 10 years, and, back to that, the reason I feel like this 10 years were wasted, I don't feel like, I know they were, is because he spent a decade of his life living with a woman he didn't love. And I spent a decade of my life thinking I was living with a man who loved me, but he didn't. How is that not a waste? Answer me that. How is that not a waste? So my life is just, I feel like there's just nothing left. And there's nothing left of me in it. God, I sound so histrionic. Maybe I am. But anyway, it's just so, so many people have it so much worse than me that I feel like I'm being totally selfish by hurting this much. But I don't know. I don't know what else there is. I'm sitting here talking to a camera because I'm lonely. I'm putting it up on fucking YouTube because I'm lonely. And hope to have a comment, How stupid is that? All I could do is try, but right now it just seems like no matter what I try, it's not. I can't get better. I just get thrown back to like day one. It's like it just happened. And I wonder, does he even think about me ever? Does he feel anything? about this? Or is he just so fucking happy to be free? And I was so selfish during a marriage. I totally believed that what kept you going as a couple was the friendship after you'd been with each other for a long time. And now that he wants to be just friends, it just makes me so pissed, because that's exactly what a fucking long-term marriage is. Or so I thought. I mean, you're not supposed to be all over each other, passionate, hot fire, Harlequin romance bullshit for 15 years. You're supposed to be close and connected and friends. I thought we were. And the past few times we've spoken on the phone, it's been just like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know? What the fuck happened? I don't know any other couple that hasn't been just like that. And the first fucking time that I realized there was a problem, he bailed. We never even fought. We never even, you know. I feel like I didn't fight hard enough for the marriage. I should have fought harder, but I felt like I didn't own him, and he had the right to leave. So I just let go, and now I feel like I shouldn't have. I should have fought. But then maybe, you know, it would have ended up even worse. But now I don't know. Now I feel like maybe he thinks I just didn't care. I don't know. I guess we can't talk about it. He won't talk about it. Oh, fuck it. I'm turning off. I'm just rambling. Bye.